Hey, how's it going, everybody? Draggy here, and welcome to part 8. Yeah, part 8 of What If All Might Was Never Injured. Okay, so let's get back into it. So up comes Shiozaki versus Denki. And Izuku is worried because, like I said before in the last part, he doesn't really trust that Denki will make it. And he tells everyone this. Kushima gets confused and says, why? Izuku just says, I don't trust it. Well, you're a team with him. Don't you know this? Denki never truly understands the opponent. He doesn't take time to really adjust to the precautions. He lost about 2 minutes tops. And Choji goes, that's a little embarrassing. That's a little bit discouraging, don't you think? 2 minutes pass and Denki is out of the ring. Izuku just looks at Kirishima and Choji and goes, told ya. Probably should have bet money on it, but people in the vigilante/film rehabilitation program, I don't think they're able to do that. Besides, I'm pretty sure we're not able to do that anyway with how young we are. Up next, and then Izuku says, well, up next is my fight with Todoroki. Hopefully he brings everything that he's got. And sure enough, the battle between Izuku and Todoroki begins. Todoroki keeps shooting ice at Izuku, but Izuku keeps either dodging it or punching it away using buff up. Now, and after a couple of times, Izuku is getting a little confused and saying, what the heck, Todoroki? You're not showing your full potential. Use your left side. And Todoroki's like, no. I refuse to use that bastard's quirk. And then Shoto shoots some more ice at him. As Izuku says, his quirk? Are you an idiot, Shoto? Dodges the ice. And then says, That power is yours, not your... The fire you have doesn't come from your father. It comes from you. That is your quirk, not someone else's. And this is coming from a quirkless kid. And sure enough, Todoroki realizes it, and then boom, begins his finishing move. But Izuku quickly speeds up using quick pace and punches him out the ring using buff up before Todoroki can finish the finishing move. And boom, Izuku wins. And Izuku heads back waiting for the next fight to come. And Kirishima goes, "Whoa, that was awesome! How'd you manage to do that?" Izuku turns to Kirishima and says, "It's quite simple. Well, I had to make sure he did his full potential. But I wasn't expecting a sudden stop. Rather dumb of me, if you ask. But that moment when he stopped, that was my time to enact. That was my time to act." And Kirishima says, "Wow, it's like you got your whole life calculated." Izuku says, "Oh no. Trust me, Kirishima. Life is the one thing you can't calculate. No matter how hard you try, there's always going to be some instances where you have no idea where it's going. You just have to hope for the best and send things your way. But enough chit-chatting, because I've talked so much that it's now your turn to go up against Bakugo." And Kirishima says, "Oh yeah, you're right. Wish me luck." And Izuku says, "Don't worry, you got this." The fight begins, and Kirishima didn't get it. He did not have this. He was taken out by Bakugo, But Kirishima did do his best. And sure enough, up comes the final 3 battles. Izuku versus Ida is first. And before the battle starts, Ida says, "I've been training my quirk for a while. You'll know that you should know by now that I shall have the upper advantage in beating you." Izuku just nods and says, "That's where you're wrong." The fight begins. Ida comes charging at Izuku with his legs ready to kick. But Izuku quickly dodged the leg and then grabbed the leg and threw Ida down to the ground. Then Izuku put his foot on Ida and said, "You trained on your quirk, but not your technique. It's like surviving. How are you being a hero is like surviving. How are you supposed to save everyone when you can't even evolve? When you can't go past anything and everything and learn something new?" Ida is then taken by the arm by Izuku and then thrown across and then thrown out of the ring. And Bakugo takes down Tokoyami with ease. And then up comes the big battle. Izuku versus Bakugo. The fight begins, and Bakugo says, "You once said that I was too predictable. Well, I will show you." And then both Izuku and Bakugo said in unison that I am not as predictable as you think I am, which shocked Bakugo. And then Izuku said, "Yes, you are." Alright. In fact, you're so predictable that I'll give you a full minute to attack me. I won't attack you, but I will do my best to dodge. So come on, Bakugo. Give me your all. Bakugo, little angry, said, "Fine, you idiot." He keeps trying to attack Izuku, but Izuku keeps dodging, whether it be straight punches or just regular kicks, or just plain explosions. Bakugo realizes that his minute is almost up, and figures out a way to beat Izuku. So he goes up to the air and does his howitzer impact. And once the smoke clears, he can't find Izuku anywhere. And then, boom. Bakugo gets punched directly into the face, almost knocking him out. Bakugo then sees Izuku going back to being visible. And Bakugo says, How were you able to do that?" Izuku said, "It's a new trick I've been working on. If I close my eyes and use my power, if I close my eyes and use my power, I'll turn invisible. Sure it cuts off my vision, but luckily I scanned someone with the sound detection quirk, so I'll be able to use this ability with ease." And boom! Izuku does the finishing blow, and he wins. All Might comes down and gives Tokoyami third place, gives Bakugo second place, which he gladly accepts, and gives Izuku first place. And sure enough, after the festival, Midnight comes in and says, "Alrighty, kids, today you're going to be doing your hero names. But before I begin, I have two things to say. Well, one thing to say and one thing to ask. Kirishima, Kaminari, and Shoji, since you guys don't have individual names for yourself, you will have to partake in this." And for the question, Izuku, Midoriya, would you like to keep calling yourself Analysis? And Izuku says, yes. I think it matches with my power extremely. Right to the point. And that's where I'm going to leave it off. For now, anyways. So, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, boom, set that like button across space. Catch you next time, guys. Laters.